welcome back. I'm now joined by our resident MLB experts who wish they could grow half the beard that Brian Wilson, or myself for that matter, produces. Tom Waterman and Jackson Brody. Now, guys, as we all know, Josh Hamilton out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken arm on a play that was very, very odd, trying to take off from third on a pop-out. Tom, he questioned his third base coach about this. What do you think about that?
I think it's terrible that he came out and questioned his coach publicly. There's a chain of command in baseball, and especially in an organization. It's manager, bench coaches, other position coaches, players. I know he's your star player. He may make more money than anyone else on the team, but the pure fact you don't question your coach publicly.
I absolutely have to agree that chemistry on a team is what makes a team go so well. And while, yes, the call to send Hamilton was not that great if you look at the replay, you can't go out, and I remember hearing him say, him actually calling the call stupid, and I was taken aback.
And that's out of frustration. That's understandable. But the fact is, you go talk to him in his office. You pull him off the side. You don't blast him in the media, because then you lose all credibility as a coach.
There's no, well, not only as a coach, how about Josh Hamilton losing some credibility? As it makes him look very selfish, like I know better than the coaches and the guys that are
certainly, because he's been such a great story. The comeback story he has been. I mean, this just lowers his character in my mind.
Oh, absolutely. Now, guys, you know, we're in April, and up in the northern parts of the country, it's cold. You see guys wearing, you know, the full head, the knits and whatever. You know, Jackson, is there any way they can make the schedule better in the early goings?
You would hope so, but you know what? You can't punish the fans of these teams playing in the Northeast and or other regions of the country with that experience bad weather. And some of baseball's biggest markets are in the Northeast, especially. You look at New York, you look at Boston, you look at Philadelphia. You can't ignore these fans and let them just, oh, sorry, your team's going to be going away for a little while until the weather gets better. You can't punish fans for that.
Because they're going to punish them because they're wasting the Red Sox-Yankees games, the Mets-Braves games. They're playing them in terrible conditions. No one wants to see baseball played when it's 30 degrees outside. Games are being canceled because of snow, rain. You've had a record you've had 5 different teams in the Northeast already have to play doubleheaders. Mets have had to play 2 in 3 days. No one wants to see that. You want to see these good games later in the year, when the elements aren't an issue, when talent versus talent, the best team will win, not which team can play best in the wind.
Well, people want to see their teams, though, Tom. And
I got to say with Jackson, it's all about the fans. You tough it out. You're an athlete.
Do you want to sit out in the cold?
Yes.
I
will to see
my
team.
I like spring training. I like it when it's warm.
All right, Tom, we got to move on here. Bud Selig is talking about extending the use of instant replay. What do you think about that?
I'm a baseball traditionalist. I don't want to see it. It's one thing to have it the way it is now, but the game's already at record lengths. I don't want to see the game slow down anymore. You've seen in the NFL where it was supposed to be 30 seconds for the replay. Under the hood, sometimes it's 60 seconds, sometimes 90 seconds. Do you want to see baseball games take minutes to decide calls?
Well, now that said, you look at Red Sox-Yankee games, they take, 8.5 hours to be played. Why not? If you're a fan of one of those teams or of another team, if games are going to be taking that long, why don't you just get the call right? I don't understand. I used to be that way and say, oh, no, back off replay.
So you used to be right.
No, now I'm right. I think games are going to take long enough. Get the calls right. Help the right team win.
How about
we
settle
that
this?
simple?
We'll extend it in the playoffs.
Yes.
But for the rest of the games, you have 162 game season.
That could be a good compromise
Games
as well.
are 3 hours long already. Let's not see them get 3.5. Let's not see them get 4. Let's just use it in the playoffs.
All right, Tom, you took the very words out of my mouth. Let's just do it for the playoffs. Time to step away once again, but on the other side of this commercial break, you won't believe who our experts expect to be the breakout star of this year's NBA playoffs. Stay tuned.